you have to hustle hard. I think in the classroom you have the comfort of, open up your book to page 2, and the teacher's there telling you what you got to do every single day. And then when you get outside of the classroom, you're your own boss. At least that's the mentality that you should have, a boss mentality, where you go out there and you say, what do I want to do? What interests me? Hi, my name is Casandra London, and I am a businesswoman. I am a facilitator. I'm also a teacher. The CLN is a place where we can give a voice to the voiceless, a platform where we can tell our stories, real stories, and be genuine about that. So that's one side. And then the other side of it is, which I hope to launch very soon in May, is an online show where I can actually go out and tell these stories and get people noticed. So whether you're an artist, whether you're an entrepreneur, whether you have something that can uplift your community, I want to hear from you. So that's really what the CLN in a nutshell is about. I volunteered at a program called Urban Promise. And it's a camp where I work with youth. At the time I was a youth too, I was 14. I was coming up with different activities and different games, and then after school I would also tutor them. And because of that experience, that's when I kind of got into the whole facilitation kind of thing. And afterwards I was called back again to work, get paid. So I think that when you're starting off with these kinds of things, volunteering is important. And, sometimes people think that, I just want to get there and get paid, I want to get a job. But I think that the key thing is sometimes just pay your dues. Go in there, have a good attitude, and be willing to do anything. And more than likely, they'll hire you. Some of the things that I'm doing right now is going to church. It really has been helping my spirit so much. I also journal. It helps me a lot. Sometimes I'm feeling stressed and I can't deal with the pressure, so I get my book out and I start writing. And I think that's been a release for me as well. And then, of course, I love doing poetry. So I'm currently just working on some new stuff so I can get back on stage. And trust me, that's some serious self-care, because when I put my art on stage, woof, the energy, it makes me feel good and I'm rejuvenated again, so I can continue moving on with the day. So those are my ways of self-care. When Sister Speaks, Dwayne Morgan puts those shows on, can I just say, I love it. Poetry is kind of like my thing, so I love going to any poetic events or shows. Oh, Freedom Fridays. Forgot. Went there too. That was sick. That was fun. I just got to see some kids. They were competing, and they're little, 3 years old, and one was really young, and they're dancing in competition, and it was a lot of fun. If you want opportunities, go out and get it. And I think that's what needs to be in every classroom that isn't being told at all. In fact, it's always that structure. You go to elementary school, high school, then you go to university or college, and then you're supposed to get this job, which is not the case. Half the time we don't have jobs. So it's about being entrepreneurs, businessmen, businesswomen, and that's exactly what I'm learning right now. And also too, just go after what you want. I think those are the biggest lessons that I've learned coming out of the classroom. The way that I like to learn is two ways. One is I like to read. I'm a reader, so if you just verbally vomit everything at me, I'm probably going to be like, so can I write it down? So I can read it over what you just said. And hands-on. I kind of need to also be able to just do it. It's not enough to just kind of just tell me, but it's better, if right here in the studio, trust me, when I was first learning this, how to do the board operating here, I was horrified because I was just like, I don't want to press the wrong buttons, right? And how I got comfortable in actually learning and actually knowing how to do it was just to do it. Go on there and mess around a little bit. You have to keep pushing. You'll have ups and downs, and I've been there, so I've had my ups and I've had my downs. But at the end of the day, you have to know what you want and keep going for it, and don't let nobody stop you. Don't let nothing tell you that you can't do it. You know what I mean? You'll have naysayers, but you just have to believe that you can do it yourself. And I believe that you can.